So hi there. In this video, we're going to look at the government's white paper, which is a fairer private rented sector. It's a large document produced in June of this year. We're going to discuss it and see what it proposes and what it might mean for landlords. If at any point you want to click and subscribe to get more notifications of content that we produce, please do so below. So firstly, it's important to note that this is a white paper. It's subject to parliamentary approval and it's not legislation, but it does give a good indication of the direction of travel for government policy. If you remember the Tenant Fee Act, it took around 2 years to receive royal assent and then become law. And the government launched a consultation that ended on the 14th of October. It took lots of views from the industry and from landlords, listened to those concerns, and it will produce its recommendations in due course. So there are some areas we're going to look at, and these include the introduction of the Decent Homes Standard, the changes to periodic tenancies and what that might mean for you and your tenants, the changes to the eviction process, in particular abolishing Section 21, the changes to the grounds of possession to get your property back, changes to rent increases, the introduction of a national registration for landlords, and the introduction of a property ombudsman, also the introduction of a property portal, changes to the court process and impact on enforcement powers, the ability for landlords to select against tenants in receipt of housing benefit or with pets. And finally, the idea of passporting of deposits. There's a lot in the white paper, so rather than you have to go through it, we've read it, digested it, and we'll explain each point as we go. The purpose of the white paper is explained in the foreword produced by Michael Gove. So firstly, let's talk about the introduction of the Decent Homes Standard. This is a legal obligation that is placed on landlords, and it's to ensure that their properties are in reasonable repair, they meet the legal standards and have reasonably modern facilities and services. They've defined the word decent as free from the most serious health and safety hazards such as risks from falls, risks from fire and risks from carbon monoxide poisoning. And we think this definition might need to be expanded on in the future. There will be greater powers to prosecute in the magistrates' court. And although the chance of being jailed is low, the chances of civil penalties and banning orders is more likely. In the main, the comments here have been that landlords already are bound by the Homes and Fitness for Human Habitation Act in 2018, which says that properties already need to be safe, free from hazards and things that could cause serious harm. And tenants can already take landlords to court against this legislation. So there's a feeling here in practice, not much may change because of this.